Imagine a boy running barefoot across dusty Ethiopian fields. His feet strike the earth with rhythm, his chest rises with determination, and his eyes are fixed on a horizon far beyond what any child his age should dream of. To others, it looks like a simple run to school, but for him, every stride is a promise. Promise that no matter how poor, how forgotten, or how impossible the odds, he would never stop running. This is not just the story of an athlete, it is the story of Haile Gebrselassie, the man who turned struggle into speed and pain into power. Haile Gebrselassie was born in 1973 in Asella, Ethiopia, a small town surrounded by mountains and farmland. He was one of 10 children in a poor farming family. Life was hard, food was scarce, opportunity was almost non-existent, but what Haile did have was a dream. As a young boy, he woke before dawn, carrying books in one hand, determination in the other, and running 10 kilometers to school barefoot. His shoes were a luxury his family could not afford. Each morning, the cold earth stung his feet, stones cut his skin, but Haile never stopped. Running was not a sport to him, then it was survival. At night, after his schoolwork, he listened to stories of Ethiopian running legends like Haile Gebrselassie, the barefoot marathoner who won Olympic gold. Haile imagined himself one day following in those footsteps, but at the time, it seemed impossible. He was just another poor boy from the Ethiopian countryside, yet deep inside he carried a fire that refused to die. But dreams always come with struggles. For Haile, those struggles were endless. Poverty weighed heavily on his family. Many days there wasn't enough food to eat, and yet he still ran. Sometimes he arrived at school exhausted, his stomach empty, but he would whisper to himself, "One day, I will run on the world's biggest stage." The villagers laughed at him. Some said running won't put food on the table. Others shook their heads. He's just a barefoot boy chasing shadows. Even as he grew older, his path was not easy. When he began training more seriously, injuries haunted him. His right arm remained bent, while he ran a habit formed from holding his school books tightly to his chest during those long runs to class. Coaches told him he'd never succeed with that strange style. Competitors outran him in races. Failure became familiar. There were moments of doubt. Nights when he lay awake, his body aching, wondering if the dream was too big for a boy like him. The world seemed to say no, but inside, his heart whispered, "Keep running." Every great journey has a turning point. For Haile, it came when he entered the junior championships in Addis Ababa. The stadium was crowded, the air tense. Haile lined up against runners stronger, taller, and better trained than him. Yet when the race began, something inside him exploded. He ran like his life depended on it, like every barefoot step from childhood had prepared him for this moment. He didn't win, but he finished strong enough to prove that he belonged. Coaches noticed his relentless drive, his fearless stride, and the strange but powerful rhythm of his bent arm. That day, Haile realized, if I can stand with them now, I can beat them tomorrow. This was the spark that changed everything. From then on, Haile trained with a purpose. He no longer ran just to survive, he ran to conquer. The climb was brutal. Haile woke before dawn to train. He sprinted up hills until his lungs burned. He pushed his body until sweat and pain became his constant companions. His family still struggled, but Haile carried them in his heart with every step. He ran through storms. He ran when his legs were heavy. He ran when no one was watching. And slowly, the world began to notice. In 1992, he burst onto the international scene, winning the World Junior Championships. Then, in 1993, he stunned the world by winning the 10,000 meters at the World Championships in Stuttgart. Reporters struggled to pronounce his name, but they would never forget it. Haile Gebrselassie said the boy who ran barefoot to school was now the fastest man on earth. Year after year, he kept climbing. Olympic gold medals in 1996 and 2000. World records in the 5,000 meters, the 10,000 meters, and eventually, the marathon. Crowds around the globe watched in awe as this small man from Ethiopia flew across finish lines with a smile, a grace and a spirit that refused to break. But Haile's greatest triumph wasn't just in medals or records, it was in what he represented. He became a symbol of hope for Ethiopia, a nation that had struggled through famine, poverty, and hardship. When Haile ran, his people saw more than an athlete. They saw possibility. They saw that greatness could rise from the soil of struggle. The boy who once ran barefoot on dusty roads now stood as one of the greatest distance runners in history. He set 27 world records across his career. His name etched forever in the story of athletics. And still, even at the height of fame, Haile remained humble. He never forgot the boy who carried books across fields, dreaming of a better life. Haile Gebrselassie life teaches us one powerful truth. The world will give you every reason to stop, but you must never stop running. It doesn't matter where you start. It doesn't matter how many people doubt you, how much pain you endure, or how impossible your dream seems. What matters is that you keep moving forward, step by step, day by day. Like Haile, you must turn your struggles into strength, your pain into power, and your dream into destiny. So the next time life knocks you down, remember the boy from Ethiopia, remember the athlete who never stopped running. And let his story remind you, your finish line is still ahead. Keep running. Thank you for listening to this story of perseverance, courage, and unstoppable spirit. If Haile Gebrselassie journey inspired you, let his determination live inside you too. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs motivation, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories that will keep you moving forward. Because just like Haile, you too have a race to win.